Do you ever look in the mirror and feel like those little brown spots that seem to appear out of nowhere are telling a story you're not quite ready to fully own? You know, the ones people call age spots or liver spots. They can feel like unwelcome visitors, gathering on your hands, your face, your arms, places that have seen a lot of sun and lived a lot of life. And while they're usually harmless, medically speaking, emotionally, they can really make you feel, well, older than you feel inside. It's a frustrating reality for so many of us as we get a little further along. You might have tried creams, potions, even considered expensive treatments, only to find they don't quite do what you hoped, or the cost is just too much. It makes you wonder if there's a simpler way, maybe something natural that our grandparents or great-grandparents might have known about, something that works gently, effectively, and doesn't break the bank. What if I told you there might be a surprisingly simple secret involving just a few basic ingredients, something you might already have in your pantry? We're going to explore how a simple paste, anchored by a time-tested natural oil, combined with 5 specific ingredients, could potentially help fade those spots away, maybe even faster than you thought possible for a natural approach. In this video, we'll dive into what those ingredients are, why they might work, and how to put the sanks I den yimyu, their samtizoritu together into this paste. Watch to the end for something that will truly surprise you. Let's really dig into this idea of a simple paste, because it feels so much more accessible than complicated routines or harsh chemicals, doesn't it? The heart of this simple paste, the base ingredient that ties it all together and brings its own incredible properties, is something that's been used for centuries for all sorts of remedies, from internal discomfort to external woes. I'm talking about castor oil. Now, you might have memories of castor oil being given for something unpleasant when you were a child, but its uses go far beyond that. When it comes to skin, and particularly those stubborn age spots, castor oil has some really fascinating potential. It's rich in something called ricinoleic acid, which is a fatty acid known for its anti-inflammatory properties and ability to penetrate deep into the skin. This deep penetration is key because age spots aren't just on the very surface. They're caused by pigment buildup in the deeper layers. Castor oil is also considered a humectant, meaning it helps the skin hold onto moisture, which is always a good thing, especially for mature skin that tends to be drier. People have traditionally used castor oil for everything from soothing joint discomfort to promoting hair growth. And yes, for various skin issues, including trying to improve the appearance of scars and discoloration. The thinking is that its deeply penetrating nature and ability to support circulation might help break up and disperse the pigment clusters that form age spots. Alone, it's a powerful emollient, making the skin feel softer and more supple. But when you combine it with other specific ingredients, its potential for tackling spots seems to multiply. So, the first ingredient we want to consider mixing into our castor oil base to create this spot-fading paste is something surprisingly simple. Something many of us have in our kitchen cabinet right now: baking soda. Now, you might think of baking soda for baking or cleaning, but it also has a long history of use in home remedies, including for skin. Why baking soda? Well, baking soda is a very gentle abrasive when mixed with a liquid like castor oil. It forms a paste that can provide mild exfoliation. Exfoliation is important because it helps to remove the dead skin cells sitting on the surface, which can make spots look darker. By gently sloughing away these surface layers, you reveal fresher, newer skin underneath. Think of it like polishing a dull surface to bring out its shine. For age spots, this gentle exfoliation helps to gradually lift away the pigmented cells. The key word here is gentle. You don't want to scrub vigorously, especially on delicate, mature skin. Mixing it with castor oil creates a softer paste than using water, and the oil also helps to counteract any potential drying effects of the baking soda, keeping the skin moisturized and soothed while you exfoliate. To use this, you would mix a small amount of baking soda with enough castor oil to form a thick, spreadable paste, not too runny, not too stiff, just a little dab on each spot or area. You apply it and leave it on for a short time, maybe 10 to 15 minutes, before gently rinsing it off. The mild alkalinity of baking soda is also thought by some to help balance skin pH, though that's a bit debated. The main benefit here is that gentle physical exfoliation combined with the moisturizing and potentially pigment dispersing properties of the castor oil. It's a classic home remedy combination, and many people swear by it for trying to lighten various types of skin discoloration. Using it consistently, even just once a day or a few times a week, could start the process of gently lifting those pigmented cells. It's not an overnight miracle, but the simplicity and low cost make it a very appealing starting point for many. You might feel a slight tingling, which is normal. But if you feel burning or significant irritation, wash it off immediately. Always listen to your skin. Moving on to the second ingredient that can team up with our castor oil base. Let's look to something with potent antioxidant power and a reputation for skin healing vitamin E oil. You often see vitamin E in skin creams and serums. And there's a good reason for that. Vitamin E is a powerful antioxidant, which means it helps to protect the skin cells from damage caused by free radicals. Sun exposure, which is the main culprit behind age spots, generates a lot of these damaging free radicals. By neutralizing them, vitamin E can help support the skin's repair process and potentially slow down the development of new spots. More importantly, for existing spots, vitamin E is also known for its ability to support skin regeneration and healing. It can help improve the overall texture and appearance of the skin. When combined with castor oil, you get a double whammy of moisturizing and soothing benefits. Castor oil helps the vitamin E penetrate deeper into the skin, allowing its antioxidant and healing properties to work more effectively on those pigmented areas. Think of it as giving your skin's own repair mechanisms a helping hand. To incorporate vitamin E into our paste, you can either use pure liquid vitamin E from a capsule or a bottle specifically sold as vitamin E oil. You would mix a few drops of the vitamin E oil with your castor oil before adding any other ingredients. Or if you're using it with, say, the baking soda paste we just discussed, you'd mix a bit of vitamin E into that mixture before applying. A simple approach is just mixing equal parts castor oil and vitamin E oil and applying that mixture directly to the age spots, perhaps before bed, letting it work overnight. This combination is particularly good for very dry or sensitive skin types, as both oils are very moisturizing and generally well tolerated. Using this regularly can not only help with the appearance of spots, but also improve the overall health and resilience of the skin in that area. It's a gentler approach than the baking soda method, focusing more on nourishing the skin and supporting its natural turnover from within. Many people find that applying this simple oil blend consistently makes their skin feel softer and look more even over time. It's about patience and consistency, letting these natural ingredients work their magic gradually. This combination is particularly lovely to use on the backs of hands, which are so often exposed and prone to showing spots and dryness. Just massage a few drops in each night. Now that we've explored the gentle exfoliation of baking soda and the healing power of vitamin E oil when combined with castor oil, let's move on to a couple more ingredients that bring different angles to our spot fading mission. Our third ingredient comes from the fruit bowl and is known for its natural alpha-hydroxy acid content, lemon juice. Now, lemon juice is a bit controversial when used on the skin because it's acidic and can make your skin more sensitive to the sun. However, its acidity comes from citric acid, a type of AHA, which are commonly used in skincare products for their exfoliating and skin brightening properties. AHAs work by loosening the bonds between dead skin cells, allowing them to shed more easily. This is another way to gently exfoliate and reveal brighter skin underneath. For age spots, this can help to speed up the turnover of those pigmented cells. The trick with lemon juice is using it cautiously and correctly. You never want to apply pure lemon juice to your skin and then go out in the sun, as this can cause burning and worsen discoloration. The key is to dilute it and use it at night, away from sun exposure. When combining it with castor oil, the oil helps to buffer the acidity of the lemon juice slightly and also provides that moisturizing and protective layer. You would mix just a few drops of fresh lemon juice with a teaspoon or so of castor oil to create a very thin mixture. Or you could add just a drop or two to a thicker paste made with castor oil and perhaps a small amount of one of the other ingredients we'll discuss. Apply this diluted mixture only to the spots themselves, not all over your face, and only at night. Leave it on for a short period, maybe 10 minutes initially, before rinsing thoroughly with cool water because of the potential for sensitivity. It's crucial to do a patch test first and start with very short application times. If you have sensitive skin, or if the spots are on an area that's hard to keep completely out of the sun like the backs of hands, you might want to skip the lemon juice and stick to the gentler options. But for some, the mild exfoliating effect of the citric acid, combined with the penetrative quality of castor oil, can be quite effective at helping to fade spots over time. It's about finding what works for your skin without causing irritation. Moving on to the fourth ingredient. This one is a golden spice renowned for its powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. And it's also gaining popularity in skincare for its potential brightening effects: turmeric. Yes, the same turmeric you use in curries can be used topically. Although you have to be mindful of its intense yellow color, turmeric contains a compound called curcumin, which is a potent antioxidant and has been studied for its ability to inhibit melanin production. Melanin is the pigment responsible for age spots, by potentially helping to regulate pigment production and reducing inflammation. Turmeric could contribute to a more even skin tone and help fade dark spots. When you mix turmeric powder with castor oil, you create a vibrant yellow paste. The castor oil helps to suspend the turmeric and deliver its active compounds to the skin, while also making the paste easier to apply and less drying than mixing turmeric with water. Anchum. To make this paste, you would mix a small pinch of finely ground turmeric powder with enough castor oil to make a thick, spreadable paste. Be warned, this paste will stain. So wear old clothes, protect your surfaces, and be prepared for a temporary yellowish tint on your skin, which usually washes off or fades quickly, especially if you follow up with a gentle cleanser or a swab of milk. Apply this turmeric castor oil paste directly to the age spots. You can leave it on for 15 to 20 minutes before washing it off. Some people even leave a thin layer on overnight, though this requires careful protection of bedding. The anti-inflammatory properties of both turmeric and castor oil can also help to calm any underlying skin irritation that might be contributing to discoloration. While the staining is a drawback, the potential benefits of turmeric for brightening and evening skin tone are significant. It's a traditional remedy used in many cultures for skin complexion, and combining it with castor oil creates a potent, albeit messy, treatment for those stubborn spots. Consistency is key with turmeric. Using it regularly over several weeks is usually needed to see noticeable effects on pigmentation. Our fifth and final ingredient to consider adding to our castor oil repertoire for tackling age spots is something wonderfully soothing and healing: pure raw honey. Honey, particularly raw, unpasteurized honey, is not just a sweetener, it's a natural humectant, meaning it draws moisture from the air into the skin, keeping it hydrated and supple. It also has natural antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties, which can help to keep the skin healthy. For age spots, honey's potential benefits lie in its ability to support skin healing and regeneration, and some people find it helps to gently brighten the complexion over time. While it doesn't have the strong exfoliating acids of lemon juice or the direct pigment-inhibiting compounds of turmeric, or the scrubbing action of baking soda, its nourishing and healing properties make it an excellent complement to castor oil, especially if your skin is sensitive or dry. Mixing raw honey with castor oil creates a luxurious, moisturizing paste. You would combine equal parts or slightly more honey than castor oil to get a thick, spreadable consistency. This paste is incredibly soothing and feels lovely on the skin. You can apply this honey castor oil mixture to your age spots, or even all over areas prone to dryness and spotting like the backs of your hands. Leave it on for 20 to 30 minutes, or even longer if you have the time, before rinsing with warm water. This mixture is much less likely to cause irritation than the baking soda or lemon juice options, making it suitable for more frequent use, perhaps daily. The combination of honey and castor oil provides intense hydration and supports the skin's natural repair processes, which can indirectly help to improve the appearance of age spots over time by creating a healthier skin environment where discoloration is less prominent. It's a gentle, nourishing approach that focuses on overall skin health as a way to address pigmentation issues. Using this regularly can leave your skin feeling incredibly soft, smooth, and looking more radiant, which naturally helps to diminish the visual impact of the spots. So, We've talked about the power of castor oil as a base and explored 5 incredible natural ingredients: baking soda for gentle exfoliation, vitamin E oil for healing and antioxidants, lemon juice for its brightening AHAs used cautiously, turmeric for its anti-inflammatory and pigment-inhibiting potential, and soothing raw honey. The beauty of this approach is that you can tailor it to your own skin and what you have available. You could start with just the castor oil and baking soda paste, or perhaps the castor oil and vitamin E blend, as you get comfortable. You might experiment with adding a tiny bit of turmeric or using the honey mixture for a gentler treatment. It's not about using all 5 ingredients at once, necessarily. Though some people do create more complex pastes, it's about understanding what each ingredient brings and finding the combination that your skin responds to best. Now, about the idea that spots could vanish in 3 days. Let's be real here. While the title captures attention and reflects the hope, we all have 4 quick results: significant fading of established age spots, especially those that have been there for a while. Usually takes time and consistent effort. However, what some people do report seeing quickly, sometimes even within a few days of starting a regimen like this, is an initial softening of the spot, a slight lightening around the edges, or just an overall improvement in the skin's texture and radiance, which makes the spots less prominent. The exfoliating ingredients like baking soda and lemon juice can help lift the very surface layer relatively quickly, which might give the impression of rapid change, especially on newer or lighter spots. But deep, dark spots are like layers of pigment that need to be gently broken up and shed over time. Think weeks and months of consistent application, not just a few days, for truly noticeable and lasting results. The real surprise isn't necessarily that they disappear in 3 days for everyone, but that such simple, inexpensive, natural ingredients, when used consistently, can actually make a significant difference in the appearance of these stubborn spots, often rivaling or even surpassing the results from expensive creams, without the harsh side effects. The surprise is in the power of nature and traditional wisdom, and the fact that you can achieve results like this from your own kitchen. Reclaiming confidence as we age is so important, and while age spots are a natural part of getting older for many, they don't have to make you feel less vibrant or beautiful. Experimenting with these natural pastes is an empowering way to take gentle control of your skin's appearance. Remember that patch testing is always wise before applying any new mixture generously, especially if you have sensitive skin or are trying the more potent ingredients like lemon juice or turmeric. Apply a tiny amount to an inconspicuous area, like behind your ear or on your inner arm, and wait 24 hours to see if there's any reaction. Consistency truly is your best friend with natural remedies. Just like you don't get fit by going to the gym once, you likely won't see dramatic changes in spots overnight, but making this paste a regular part of your evening routine, perhaps alternating between different combinations like the baking soda mix a few times a week and the honey or vitamin E mix on other nights, can yield beautiful results over time. Think of it as a nurturing ritual for your skin. It's about caring for yourself, using what the earth provides, and embracing the journey of aging gracefully, but on your own terms. It's incredibly rewarding when you start to see those spots softening, fading, or your overall skin just looking brighter and healthier. These simple ingredients have stood the test of time for a reason. People have been relying on them for generations to address skin concerns. It's a reminder that sometimes the best solutions are found in the simplest things, right within our reach. Don't let those little brown spots dictate how you feel about yourself. Give these natural methods a try. Be patient, be consistent, and most importantly, be kind to your skin. It's served you well for many decades, and it deserves gentle care. I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever tried castor oil or any of these other ingredients for skin spots? What has been your experience? Share your thoughts and questions in the comments below. Your experiences could help someone else who is just starting on this journey. If you found this information helpful and encouraging, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps our channel reach more people like you. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on more tips and ideas for living your best life at every age. Remember, Every day is an opportunity to care for yourself and feel beautiful, inside and out. Live your best life at every age.